Today, November 6th, people from Kashmir and all over the world will observe Jammu Martyrs' Day. It's a day to remember a huge and a terrible event, the systematic killing and forcing of thousands of Muslims from the Jammu region in 1947. This tragedy was one of the bloodiest events of the partition of India, but it is often the least talked about. We know a lot about the violence in Punjab, we know a lot about the violence in Bengal, but the horrors in Jammu are largely missing from global stories. For many, this isn't an accident, as they believe it's a deliberate choice to ignore this part of the history. Jammu and Kashmir was a state ruled by Maharaja Hari Singh, a Hindu king, even though most of the people there were Muslims, and tensions were already very high because of heavy taxes, which led to a revolt by the Muslim population. So instead of calming things down, the Maharaja's government, they made things worse. They took weapons away from the Muslim people, brought in Dogra troops, and strengthened Hindu-Sikh armed groups, which further left the Muslims helpless when violence erupted. And in the weeks that follow, Dogra state forces and militia further carried out massive ethnic cleansing, and they killed and forced out a huge number of Muslims, changing the population of the region forever. And this act further turned Jammu into a Hindu majority area, a change that is still very important in politics today. And the people who survive and the families who have never stopped asking for justice. Jammu's Martyr Day isn't about sadness, it is a demand for action. Pakistan and Azad Kashmir used this day to ask the world to recognize the historical massacre and the ongoing struggles in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. For Kashmiris, the world's silence about the Jammu massacre shows the people choose victims of partition they remember and which they forget. Many people argue that the problems of 1947 are not over. They point to recent government policies like getting rid of Article 370 and 35A and making it easier for non-locals to buy land as a modern way to change the population. Critics says the goal is Kashmiri Muslim majority, but now through laws and government rules instead of armed groups. Today, as Kashmiris remember November 6, they are insisting that history cannot be changed to suit the powerful. Remembering the people killed in 1947 is a way to say that the right to self-determination and the right to choose their own future, which is still denied to the people of Jammu and Kashmir, comes from those mass killings, the refugees and the burned homes. The world may have forgotten Jammu, but Kashmiris have not. And as long as November 6th is remembered, history won't either.